Hey, Mr. Bonds, how are you, man?
Away, Simon. Yo, it's been a while, eh?
I don't know how long it's been, but the last time we were together was the night of the live show, literally.
Yes, yo, guys. So, firstly, before we even start with this episode, shukran for coming out. Thank you to everyone that came out. Thank you to everybody that even made an effort to go click on the link to almost buy a ticket.
Yeah.
We ran you too. You thought about
You
us.
showed intent, and you know what? So much just hacking, yeah. Now you guys must have been tripping there, like it's more like the thing was hacking. But anyways, it's just such a lekker thing that people take the time to come watch us.
It's a big deal, you guys. Some of it guys dressed up very nice.
I know that you, Jack. I know we're not going to talk about the topic yet, but you've dealt with it a lot. And just to understand this, because I've never ever felt it. Yes, we did the Baxter show, which is also fucked because it was a different, a smaller setting, but it was sold out. So even then, I was thankful for it. Like, you never get the chances. And now we saw a bigger thing at the Artscape, which is amazing because I walked out and I was like, I wasn't actually too bang, but how is it that people are paying their money to come watch you? Like, just as a comedian.
It blows my mind. Like, it doesn't make sense. Cause every time I do my job, in my mind, I think someone's gonna tell me tomorrow, it's done now. You had a good time, get the office job. That you must stay in the box now. Like, it feels like it's unreal. Like, it feels surreal that
there's always one of it, man, at your shows, though.
But it feels like surreal that the people would actually spend money to come to you. They want, like, they are interested in what you are making. So that blows my mind. So again, guys, if you've ever paid to come see me, or if you just came to a show, it really means the world to us.
There you guys making it about him. I just asked him a simple fucking question.
Hey,
nah, man, that's my give an acceptance speech at the fucking Oscars.
Thank you. For you, how do you feel about the people that spend money to come see you?
That's kak weird because we're talking so much kak. So I'm like, people is paying to come watch people talk kak. And I'm not the smartest man. So which makes me like, oh, you're really wasting your money on fucking Simon. But
in
thank
this
you.
Economy, in a time when petrol is 30 rand a litre, people are coming to see us.
Next time we have, let everybody bring a glass of petrol in. That is what we're going to actually
That's payment. Or we can just siphon it out of your car. That's the other
We're going to have
option.
Kenny outside just siphoning petrol. No.
It's not a bad idea. And then, guys, so we've taken a while since, firstly, the poll.
We're going to make a poll on, I think Spotify allows me to just make one quick. And we're going to see, like, if you guys want to hear the live show, if you must upload it, you can just say yes or no. It'll be interesting to see. And then also, if we do more live shows in environments that is much smaller now, that is like maybe like a garage type vibe or under Lapa or Aftaco in someone's yard or something like that. Will you come, and is it something that you would be interested in? You can just let us know.
Yeah, and then also, will you come and then will you also bring like a platter of samosas? Because I feel like that will be a vibe. Everybody bring like a liquor pack of things, and then we have our own party, like maybe 20, 30 people.
I like a person who bakes biscuits.
Ooh.
I like eating homemade biscuits.
But with butter. It must be made with butter, not other variations of it.
And most importantly, with love.
Yes.
Because when you make things with love, it tastes better.
Even if your mommy makes food and she's angry. I think we discussed this already.
Yeah.
You can taste it in the time.
So just like on the top of my head, just thank you to Stuart Taylor, Sovingezi for having us at the festival. Really a privilege and a pleasure. And to my family who stick it, and like I'm making a speech now as well.
Go for it.
To Finn, who always produces as well for us. Thank you so much the
you don't
comedians.
just say your family. Simon, 60% of the crowd was Simon's family.
They really support me, and they also. I remember Melanie was there. There's this famous story about how she dropped me on my head as a baby, and her and Janine was walking on the road, and I said, "Oh, we put up Simon. Maybe that's why he's so now." And yeah, that's just very funny. But thank you to my family for sticking out and Finn and people always and your sister. Congratulations to your sister on having a baby, and then also for taking the pictures of us, which made me a meme in Cape Town.
Oh yes, we forgot about to cover that also. Yeah, the day Simon became the meme. Simon was the hottest thing on the internet for the wrong reasons.
I just think funny. I just put it out there because we had liquor pictures. And I don't post pictures because have you seen me?
3 minutes in now, we just seeing Simon next behind the tree.
just rubbing their hands there. But yo, I'm not gonna lie, I love that day. And there's people just from everywhere sending me. I was
Even stickers on WhatsApp.
man, you so freak funny. Thank you.
Again, guys, that's also the other reason we love the show is that it's a communal show. All of us get to take part of it. And again, here is the number. Let me just find the number quickly.
Oh, this is Yasin's request line number.
Guys,
so
I want you to also send us the answers for the stuff.
Yes. Just phone Yasin in the middle of the night and ask him if some words is ready. It's such a serious type. Why can't we ask you for something else? Does peanut clusters belong to you also or not?
Yeah, I'm gonna take peanut clusters.
I don't give you.
And I'm also gonna take fudge. But
you can have dates.
Okay. So hold on, guys. Here's the number. You save the number on your phone and then send us voice notes. No, voice as goed is. It's 078-630-3749. It's 078-630-3749. Yeah.
Okay.
We're trying to make
078 Snook Pate. That's what it is when you quote that
if you type it out.
It's that. So tonight we're actually talking about something very lekker, and hopefully this is something one of my things. And Yasmin and I were just discussing this. We both the lost children, the babies, and we are generally known as the TV koppe.
Yeah. My theory is that our parents parented our older siblings and they were done parenting when it came to us. So our other parent was the TV. Yeah. I feel like I've learned a lot from a lot of my life skills I learned from TV.
Sex. Praying.
Yo, once, very serious story. Anyway, this lady, like a neighbor 2 doors down from us. So she runs down the road, she's shouting, help, help, help. She was an old lady, probably like late 70s. Help, help, help. I don't know what. I look by the window. The lady sees me. She calls me. She's like, yo, come. You must see if my mommy passed away. I think my mommy's dead.
What?
Yeah, right? Hold on. It gets wild because I'm like, yo, this lady's old. Now her mommy's also old.
How are we here?
Huh? No, I'm going to tell you now. I'm going to get to the reason. Anyway, then I get to the lady. I say, yo, this lady is clearly dead. But now the lady's like, you must check, please. Now I'm like, I think I was like 20 something, early 20s.
I thought you were light here. What the fuck is going on?
No, I was like early 20s, but still a light in my cup. Then I did what I saw them do on movies. You know, where they feel the pulse, then they take a mirror, they put it under the nose. Have you seen that moves?
Yes.
In Grey's Anatomy.
But do you know how the pulse must feel? You know?
No, not at all. Bruh, my adrenaline is moving and this lady is like wasting me like, yo, is my mommy dead? How the hell must I know if your mom is dead? Anyway.
Was the mommy an old lady?
Yeah, she was like over 100.
And she was running with her in the road?
No, she was just running in the road. The mommy was in the house.
So you went into the house?
Yes.
Oh, the way that you explain the fucking story is that you were feeling this old lady's pulse in the road. I'm like, what the fuck?
Sorry for the...
But you're not a doctor?
Exactly. Even more reason for me to be like, no, I shouldn't be doing this. But the lady was spazzing out, and then I was like, yo, let me just like help her because she was losing it. And then I had to phone the paramedic. But I was just acting what I was doing on TV.
If only she was living next to Riyad Musa. Yeah, wrong Muslim. Wrong Muslim.
Muslim comedian and doctor. I only have 2. He has 3.
Comedian. They throw that word around so loosely right now.
That's very
Anyways, we're talking about TV, and tonight we have guest contributors. Carl Lewis. He's a very knowledgeable man. The man knows so much about sports. Congratulations to him on his spot. I think we see him on Espresso as well every morning.
Yeah.
And he's got a new show with Dylan Oliver as well, where they talk about all things sport as well, a new podcast. So good luck with that.
And go listen, guys.
Hey?
They must go listen.
Yes, definitely. Then also we have Dylan Oliver. I'm just joking. We can't afford him. We have actually a pet kid. Yeah, he just looked at me like, did we also get
I was just like, did I speak to Dylan? Did you speak to Dylan? What the hell? I didn't prepare for this.
We have a pet kid, Mr. Hayden Manuel, the legend himself. I'm sure the man he's going to give us a paar pearls about TV. And this is on the passing of, who was Razor Ramon? And I know that Ixie is a big wrestling fan, so rest in peace, Razor Ramon.
Yes, what a legend. But I feel like we're going to get to that later in the show. And then we also are joined by Jody Flint. Jody is half of Bicycle Brasser, where we were on the podcast. Then
Yeah.
they didn't release the
They didn't
episode.
release the episode, I
Yeah.
don't know what kind of them.
I think they hate
I'm
us.
just joking. It was fun. I'm sure it's still coming out.
Yes. And then yeah, Jody's also
I'm sure it's still coming out. Just joking.
Yeah, so Jody, because the show is Bicycle Prasa, he's also probably, oh, he is a TV cop like us as well.
Yeah.
Um,
That's definitely.
yeah, yo.
So the first question tonight is basically, what was your favorite cartoon growing up? And can you sing the intro?
Here's Hayden.
What was my favorite cartoon growing up? And can I sing the song? First of all, I'm not singing no song. Secondly, so I was a TV cop. Like I just loved cartoons. Absolutely loved cartoons. So I have a lot like during like my different ages in life, but I think my three main ones is actually four main ones. Because are you really even colored if Dragon Ball Z is not on in your top four? Do you know what I mean? So like my first favorite cartoon of all time was X-Men animated series. Like to this day, like I still watch that. I love X-Men, absolutely obsessed. Um, Everybody loved Wolverine, but I was more of a Gambit guy. Feel me? I love Gambit and Cable, and especially the Days of Future Past saga. And then, like I said, Dragon Ball Z, Code Shit. And then the other two, the first one is Doug. I absolutely adored Doug. Just love that shit.
Easier.
And probably like my all-time favorite cartoon is Hey Arnold. Still watch that shit to this day.
You some big ones there.
It
no?
was, firstly, Dragon Ball Z is fast in the culture. It was a part of the.
I remember, no, and I'm sure that a lot of our listeners will also remember, but coming up from primary school and waiting for the whole Cell saga and the Freezer saga to end, my bro.
But also, how long did they
every
dragged it?
fucking night, it was like, tomorrow the Kamehameha is coming or something.
He power one Kamehameha for 4 episodes. Now we're all just standing there. We're just watching this man do nothing with the damn spirit bomb.
Who was your favorite character in DBZ?
It was Gawan. Gawan was always the agenda, but also Piccolo and the always funny Mr. Popo.
Mr. Popo. I was always Team Vegeta.
Oh, wait, the bad guy.
Kakarot. I loved Vegeta, yo.
Then he mentioned Doug also.
Yeah.
Doug was such a nice soft
And
show.
Patty Mayonnaise.
And Skeeter, his friend. What else did he mention? Hey Arnold.
Yeah. With the football cop.
Yeah. I only know. Not the, Hey Arnold was a KTV show, wasn't it?
It was Nickelodeon.
Yeah, but I mean, it came on KTV.
I think so. I didn't have KTV.
Yeah,
I
we
used to go
didn't have
watch
that.
it by my auntie.
That's why I don't know, Hey Arnold.
No, but that's actually very funny. Every Saturday morning, I used to wake up pretty early and I'd say, I'm going to Auntie Gloriana. And I would go over and I would go watch the KTV all day. At least until like 1 o'clock when the cartoons kind of stopped.
I used to watch still SABC one. That was the the one till the old age. What else did they had? Saint Seiya. Do you know Saint Seiya?
What's that?
Saint Seiya.
Saint
It was
Seiya.
like Knights of the Zodiac. It was a like an anime dub that used to come on SABC one. But it was weird because it was like such a niche anime or like a small one, and then SABC one somehow had it, and it was great. But anyway,
That's dope.
yeah. Here we have Jody.
Yo, asking me for a favorite cartoon growing up was a horrible question. So many of the Disney stuff was just amazing. Denver the Last Dinosaur, Dennis the Menace, Dinosaurs. Yo, what else? Anyways, I'll give you a top 3: Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Recess, and Winnie the Pooh. I'll put that in my top 3. And then for the song, I'll do the Winnie the Pooh song because I sing it to my lighty every morning to get it going. And that song goes, gotta get up, gotta get going, gonna see a friend of mine. He's fun and he's fuzzy, I love him because he's just Pooh Bear, Winnie the Pooh Bear.
You're well done. Well done. He hit harmonies there.
He did really. Actually, we must give him points for that, guys. So
Yeah.
that was a great throwback. Also, I forgot about the movie.
Peru. Denver, the last dinosaur.
Yo.
He's our friend.
And a
so
whole lot
much
more.
And a whole lot more. Yeah, something
One
like
of
that.
those things. It was a dinosaur.
Sure.
Barney moves.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Who are you?
Oh, this is such a contentious one. Everybody wanted to be either like Michelangelo or
Two swords.
Raphael. But
It was
I
either
was,
two swords or stick.
I was always Donatello.
I liked Raphael again. Raphael was my guy.
He had the chakas.
No, he had the
Not the chakas, the spears like katana.
yeah. But he also had a skateboard.
What's that called?
The forks, the big forks, the gardening forks. I don't know.
I know the word.
But also Reese's. Reese's was actually Reese's was really great. It also like showed you. It was like a
Was Randall your favorite character?
Randall's a nine.
He's a pimper.
Reese's was about like social cues, and it was actually very cool.
And I was the king on the playground.
Who was it? And then there was the three girls that were the same name.
Spinelli, Gretchen.
No.
Oh, the Ashleys.
The Ashleys, yeah, the Ashleys also. And there's the children that used to dig.
Yes. Like grade ones or something. Huh?
Yeah.
And it was Ace and then they make alliances and whatnot.
Oh yes, it was like Survivor also, and then
Yo, what a great show that was. I watched so much TV.
and then it was it was Disney's what do you call it? Was it Disney's Cartoon Cafe. That had the bangers also because you had Hercules, which was the Hercules series. I actually enjoyed more than the movie.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why. And then they had 101 Dalmatians. They had Timon and Pumbaa also had their own show.
Yeah, it's all the spin-offs.
Yeah, it was actually I enjoyed it. Here we have Carl.
My favorite cartoon growing up, if people don't include Recess, then I'm upset. Because I feel like Recess was just that show, It was edgy, it was cool. I also really liked Dexter, and I liked Animaniacs a lot. Pinky and the Brain. And then also Pepper Ann. I know it was about a girl and whatever, but it was just, the storytelling was good. And it's one of the few that I can sing. And now my daughter has also been getting into Magic School Bus. So, and that was a favorite of mine, and I forced it to get into it. And I like that song. So I'm going to sing that. So here it goes.
Where are you now?
Wait.
Yeah.
Okay, first let me hit up with Pepper Ann. Pepper Ann, do-do-do-do, Pepper Ann is like one in a million.
Oh my God.
And then Magic School Bus. With the frizz? No ways. The cruising in down Main Street. The rocking feeling good. On the Magic School Bus. Yeah, it wasn't a great effort. I'm sorry there, Simon. But my singing is not my
Well
strong
done.
point.
Well
But there
done.
you go.
Brilliant.
Oh, very
Releases
quiet.
again. And Pepper Ann was really good. I mean, again, as somebody who just consumes stuff after school all the time. Crazy fun.
Also, Pepper and Reese's was both relatable. It was kids in school that went through these weird things that also like they saw the world as like in this cartoon space, like out of their own minds. There was the other show, and it almost like maybe the SABC version of Magic School Bus, where there was this old man, and they used to go through the body. There was books also about it. Then there was this old man in like an orb, and then there was these 5 or like 4 kids around him.
Oh, no, man. You're talking about Power Rangers and Zordon.
No, not that. I know what Power Rangers is, damn it. I can't remember. It was like, it's an old cartoon. So then that same characters, I think he was like a teacher, and then they were students, and then he would like take them through the things. And then one of it was they were like, went to the Aztecs, and they went to look for the gold. And the other one, they went through the body also. I don't know if you remember. And they used to come out of his beard in the cartoon.
Your name, bro.
Guys, please, I'm not crazy. Just tell me. And then I made a list of some of the shows of mine because I was like, I don't want to forget. Brakenyan.
Nah, Brakenyan was brilliant. I used to love it.
I didn't
don't know
expect you to
I don't
make
know
a
if
sound now.
your parents, you must tell your children about how you used to tune into shows to listen to the English version
I was
of
going to
it.
say Sonic actually.
You like simulcast, Radio 2000 for the simulcast
You
of the fucking show. And you must listen to it in English that way.
Yeah, it was so wild. I remember the first time I was watching Sonic, because Sonic was, I think it was in Zulu. And then when I simulcast the thing, I was like, don't talk. But it blew my whole mind that it was in English. I just wasn't ready for it. And then do you remember the Bruce Willis's cartoon?
The what?
Bruce Willis, he had a cartoon.
Did he have his own cartoon?
Yeah, it was like a baby that was a spy. It was also, it's on Yo TV. And then Totally Spies.
Yes, of course.
It was actually, yeah, I really enjoyed that. And then my favorite, actually, before I even get to Dragon Ball Z, my favorite was Pokemon.
Oh, of course.
Yo, I used to play. Did you play
It
the
made you
cards?
feel, no? Like when Pikachu's like got all that scratches on him now. There's scratches on him to make it look like he's in his puss, you know what I mean? Then he's laughing there, then Ash is just like his tears fall on him, then he gets strong again. It's like, what the fuck, bro?
Why am I crying in the club?
I also have a few that I need to shout out. We have to talk about Widget the World Watcher.
Yo,
Little purple alien.
what a time.
I'm giving you guys a bit of a jump back there. We have to also talk about Biker Mice from Mars.
You was it Vinny?
That was in Koza. And on
Yes.
Sunday morning, then you must tune in on the radio.
Yes. No, so if you catch it in the week, it was in English, and then on
Okay.
the weekend they would have that. Then
Wait, I've more to go.
no, was it Vinny and?
Vinny and Connie. I don't know. I can't remember the name so well.
I only remember Vinny, but yo, my brother used to have the toys of that, and
It's just, no?
it was big also. It was freak big, and it was good quality toys, but freak expensive.
Sure. Darkwing Duck.
Yes.
Obviously, DuckTales. Woo!
But firstly, Darkwing Duck. Do you remember you used to have
It's
like
a spin-off from DuckTales.
Yeah, but you used to have like that exit where he's like, I am the terror that flaps in the night. I am the cheese on the pizza.
Yeah.
It was like something you always say these weird hooters. Oh, it was funny. But yeah,
It's good, eh?
Darkwing Duck's sidekick, the guy that used to fly the plane, was also from DuckTales.
But isn't that Baloo?
No.
It's Baloo
but-
that can fucking talk.
No, man. He was like a goofy, bruh. Baloo was a bear.
I know Baloo's obviously Jungle Book, but I mean, like, they just look like another bear, like, looks like him.
yeah,
So I was wondering, they
yeah.
use Baloo there because it would have been a quite crossover for him. Maybe he's just an actor in the animated world, and then this is another role that he got in a show. Like, when you see, like, someone from another show, now they swing in CSI.
Also, and because that Baloo from Tailspin could be the same Baloo from a Jungle Book.
That's the fuck I said.
Did you say that now?
Oh my God.
I wasn't listening to the podcast that I'm in.
I will talk about one or two that's obviously newer, and I'm going to say that Cow and Chicken was insane for me.
So that world.
That gap. It's
No, but
definitely-
that world of Cow and Chicken, Dexter,
Gentle Butts.
and I.O. Weasel.
I.O. Baboon.
I.O. Baboon, sorry.
I.O. Baboon.
Simon got the tattoos, guys. But yeah, that thing, I think that world lived in like a freak crazy space. Like they were doing wild things also. The thing of like Cow and Chicken's parents not having
Bodies.
yes, and then their bodies were in the cupboard the one day. I don't know if you saw. They were-
Bottom half.
No, the top offs.
Oh.
But it was, and then the devil was somewhere in there.
Yeah.
It was so
Gentle
wild.
Butts.
Yeah, but I mean, you used to like all.
How did he run on his bum? It was pretty funny. I did say, obviously we have to move on to other stuff because we had a lot to talk about tonight still. But just Eddie was Eddie. I need to find more. But
That's actually really quite wonderful.
I also put down in one of my favorite ones, and the theme song I'm gonna sing is "Wishing We Could Find the Cities of Gold."
Oh shit!
The mysterious cities of gold and the golden falcon, Esteban.
Wow.
That was arguably one of my favorite shows that was ever on SABC.
Shit.
I actually went to watch all of it on YouTube just because I needed closure.
Did
Because
they
you know
find
what
it?
happens now is that they don't give a fuck what show is on. They just want to play yesterday's episode again today. Like there was no chronological
You wait a whole
order.
week. You wait a whole week and they play the previous episode. Now you're like, what is happening?
Like when I thought about Witch of the World watching, I checked, okay, my brother, there's gonna be like 10 seasons. I went to go back and there's only like 2 seasons and it's only like 20 odd episodes. And just think how many times you watch something and it's not that long.
Mr. Bean also. Mr. Bean is only 1 season, I think.
That's crazy.
Like it's a ridiculous amount of episodes that we just think last forever. That's very funny.
Sure. But your thanks for the
Wait,
cartoons.
did they find the Falcon? Did they find?
The Golden Falcon?
Yeah.
Yes, and the Cities of Gold.
So it was a good ending.
Remember
they
the
had.
Falcon used to fly like on the sun and stuff? Like,
Yes.
it's insane.
Yo, you know the other one actually reminded me is Brave Star.
Brave Star.
What's it? Strength of a bear.
Yes, the speed
the
of a
eyes of
puma.
the eagle.
Yeah. And then when his horse, Tarnation, takes out his gun and he cocks it and he does it whole thing wait. That goes from 4-legged to now he's on his 2 legs and he's got
He
the
can
fucking
fight.
gun. And he always had an attitude on him. Yo, Brave Star was good.
And
I'm sure we're
then
missing out on so many. No?
no, yo. Then there was the Transformers phase where stuff was like in 3D graphics because they had Reboot also.
Yes.
You remember Reboot?
Reboot.
Yeah.
The duck on the chest.
It was basically the AI that was in the games. It was such a fun show also.
Yo.
Also, Reboot had the Minions before the Minions. That's like I was just thinking, you know the Minions from Despicable.
I know who the minions are, my bro.
I don't know. You gave me such a blank stare. Anyway,
That's just me.
then what was the other ones? Oh, there's obviously the Gummy Bears that was the old Disney.
Gummy bears.
And the Simpsons. Even
Yeah.
though the
I think we were
Simpsons.
just talking about like we put it into cartoons, but I mean then we can go to South Park and all those mad
also
cack as
true.
well.
So
But Simpsons season 4 is the best Simpsons season. If you guys want to challenge me on that.
Okay, I don't even know that much of Simpsons things. And then let's move on. Question 2.
So the next question was, what show from your childhood did you and your friends play in a real life? And who were you in the group? We actually just spoke about this a bit, Chinna.
Yes, Carl.
What TV character did I play? I'm gonna say Ninja Turtles, and I would usually choose Donatello because my
Hey.
sister's name was Donna, and I
Oh,
always
no.
liked the characters that others didn't like. Like I think I've committed to being a hipster since the age of like 7. Genuinely, like there was a show about sharks. They like used to beat up people and beat up bad guys, and I was obsessed with the hammerhead shark only because he was different and he was the hammerhead. So I would definitely say that. But what we really played as lighties was wrestling.
Yeah.
And I mean, you can say wrestling was like a TV show, a soapy, a cartoon because it was crazy. But we'd definitely be playing wrestling, and yeah, I would always be like maybe Shawn Michaels or someone who would have high flying maneuvers. But yeah, wrestling was definitely the thing that I played the most.
Sure, that's true. I had a cousin Bradley, and then Bradley is older than us, but obviously I used to go to Auntie Gloria's house now to watch. Then my cousin and Clayton and I, and we clenches. Then we watched the wrestling. And the man started doing the moves on us, and we just laughing. They kak small and kak. It's just freak funny though.
There's always one cousin who plays a little too hard than he should, and it's beyond like play. It's you're hurting us now. So why are you doing
Now
this?
we laughing. Running around cowboys.
Maybe now we Hayden.
So what do you and my friends play when you were growing up? So the one that sticks out in my mind is like Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. That was the shit. Like if you from that era, you know how lit Power Rangers was. And I know you guys on the podcast know a lot of my people, so don't let them fucking lie to you. I was Tommy Green Ranger. I was the only one that was allowed to be Tommy Green Ranger. I used to have the flute and everything.
What a moment it was when Tommy was now a Power Ranger and I gave him, obviously.
When he became the green.
Yeah, but
Yo.
then after the green, he became the White Ranger.
Yeah, he proper
Like-
upgraded in the
He
world.
became a fucking legend. And that flute. See the normal come out to see. Oh my God.
Sales in flutes went up that year. Yeah, I was I was
But
the
how did
black.
Jason feel? The Red
Imagine-
Ranger
imagine
now?
you're the
Nah,
leader.
this man is like, nah, you stop fucking Tommy. Why you got a better suit than me? Why you got
But-
gold on his suit?
But also,
personally?
why can your one dinosaur fight our whole Megazord? That's the other thing.
Megazord.
Megazord, you know what I
How
mean.
dare you? Listen, we have to talk about how fucking crazy it was that we watched this show so many times. The show started. Here come the bad guy. Here they fight. Here they fight the patties. They beat the patties. Here the man get fucking big Ritas, gooi down a spear. Make my monster grow. Then the next fucking thing, there they get eaten in the chops. There they say, you know what we should do? Get our animals. Then the animals come. Then they eat the animals in the chops. So we see, you know what it's time for? Megazord time. Then they get in the thing. Then they fucking get his sword and then move him prick. It's like every week it's the same fucking
Every
thing, but we watched
episode.
it all the time.
Then I always wondered,
Do you watch your character grows?
no, because I always wondered, I would hate to live close to them because they always destroy their buildings. Can you imagine, like, the insurance on those places?
They don't talk about the casualties in it.
Yeah, how many people died every episode? Tell us that story, you damn Power
And
Rangers.
as we also talk about how they make like in movies now, that it's like you see a patty because it's not a human, and to destroy a patty is not destroying us.
Yes.
So they make it so that it's okay to do it because they all look like one certain thing. That's why like in the robots and stuff that they fight,
Yeah.
they can just explode a robot because
So they
it's
basically avoided violence by giving us like inanimate violence,
An
like
alien
robots.
threat.
Yeah. Yeah. Then do you remember that other show, La Linea?
La Linea.
Yeah. Do you know that?
No.
It was basically a single colored screen, and then there would be a white line that would go across.
It's just like morph.
It's almost no. So Morph was like a putty, but this was just a straight line of this man that it would be like an outline of him. And
And then he
would-
walks.
Yes, and he'd interact with things. It was
I
a
know
French
this.
show.
It's yes, they use it in the Kiki D'Agostino blah 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 music video.
Yes, yeah. The name of the show is called La Linea. Anyway, I just remember that now. Where are we now? What was the question again?
It's like who would you play?
Oh,
in
would you
your-
play?
Your friends?
Oh, I was a Black Power Ranger. Just by the way,
Zach.
yeah. He was the better one. He was much cooler than the.
Yeah, Mastodon. It's a good one.
Here we have Jody.
So in grade 2, like Sabi, me and my friends used to play Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Dang.
And the guys who weren't in the group of friends had to be Patty Monsters, or they had to be the bad guys, just the bad monster. And then me and my friends who started the game, we were the main Power Rangers, and I was the Red Ranger because I guess I was the biggest for us, so no one could like argue with me. Yeah, I was the Red Ranger. Also because I knew karate, man. I went to go watch karate once. They at the church hall.
We had
Definite Jason vibes, really.
we had a thing called Karate Zen there opposite us, and all the ladies used to go there.
Did you go also?
Nah, never.
Could you still move him?
Nah, I don't know. We were peaceful, and those were the peaceful times in Heathfield, just right before the flood. But there's so many different shows that it's like we used to obviously play, but like obviously like, and this is obviously away from cartoons and stuff, but we used to play Highlander.
Yo.
And then we fight with stick swords. And then obviously I'm a Highlander now. I'm Duncan McLeod.
Yo, I am immortal. I have inside me blood of kings. Boom, boom.
What a fucking theme song, bro.
It was epic though.
You know
It's
what's coming back now, no? Henry Cavill's gonna be playing.
for real?
Yeah. Well, it's
A
rumored
series
to be.
or
Nah, like a mini series or movie. I'm not too sure which one.
I would give us
But
like a
he will be a
mini-series.
fucked Highlander.
Oh yeah. Yo, I'm having mad throwback moments here. We only what's the third question?
Okay, cool. So this is obviously now we're getting a bit different now. So what was the soapy in your house, no? And what was your favorite storyline in it?
Yo,
There's so many requirements. Growing up with sisters and my mommy also, she watched, but we'll talk about it now.
we watch all. So here we have Call.
Absolutely love Soapies. Soapies is a big part of me and who I am. And I feel like I'm a TV cop, and that is what started me being a TV cop. Bold and Days, standard, loved Bold and Days every day. That was my ish. And then Isidingo, 6:30, SABC 3, I was there all the time. And just the thing about Isidingo, the one storyline that stands out, Zeb Matabane was married to Agnes, as he would say, Eggy. And he wanted to take on a second wife. And I was so angry as a 14-year-old boy at this man for wanting to do this to his wife. I was so angry, and like, cancel culture is apparently a thing these days. I wanted to cancel Zeb Matabane, like, in real life. I wanted the actor done for. I was angry.
Yo, that man knows he's a dingo. My mom was used to watch his dingo. She
My
used to
mom
love it.
also got into his dingo. And his dingo was dope because Barker Haynes, still Barker Haynes, and what is his wife's name?
Yeah, what's her name now?
You know that lady.
Yes.
Anyway, two iconic bad guys in South African
Yeah,
culture, I
correct.
feel like.
And like Gita from Seven Land.
Yes. Then obviously there's Golden Days. I feel like Golden Days was standard. At one point, they could have had the biggest viewership in the whole world, or the whole country at least.
I'll never forget this day. Obviously, going up with two sisters. And Stacey and Marsh is in the lounge, and I'm in the front now, but you just hear this screaming, and they're both standing on the couch, and it was the return of Jack Devereaux. Like, everyone thought he was dead, and then he sticked it back there, and they were like, he's back, he's back. And I was just going, pause on the couch, shouting. I'm like, what's going on? And the dog is also looking at, like, fucking barking. And it's just because Jack Devereaux sticked it back.
Yeah, and then, do you know Macy?
Yeah?
And her mommy, Sally Spectre.
Yes.
Now, don't you think Sally Spectre looks like Ursula from The Mermaid?
The Little Mermaid. Yeah, I guess she could play in a
No, it's
live
a-
action.
it's
But rest in peace, she passed away.
Oh, yes, I
years
remember that
ago.
also. And then, yeah, my favorite, obviously, there's Marlene from Bold. I feel like that's a classic one. It became like if you were tan skin with light eyes, you Marlene. That was the look that you had. And
And I know which storyline you're going to give us.
what one?
The Possessed.
Yeah, the Marlene one when she was possessed. That was like you just say Marlene. I don't know any other story of Marlene other than when she was possessed.
Actually, no, I read that that storyline, she's going to become possessed again now in the current days that is on at the moment.
She's gonna be repossessed.
Repossessed.
You just-
House Scientist International.
you just- what else was there? There was Wait.
I was going to keep my favorite one, but I was going to tell it now. Sally Spectre's driving in the city there, lekkertjes, and she look around. He is what's her name? The miner from the forest is the lady.
yeah, no, I can't get to her name now.
Okay, let me come back to it.
Yeah.
I'm just remember her name now.
I can't get to the lady's name now. I was gonna say Eric, but Eric is
It's Eric Forrester, obviously.
yeah. We back question 2 now.
Yes.
So what?
No.
What
Question
did my
3.
parents-
Back question 3. I know.
Here's question 3.
Yo, the Soapies. Boy, it was equal used to slut. So like we used to go home, like after school we used to go to my grandma's house, and then like we watched like Days of Our Lives, and what was the other joint? Days of Our Lives, and not the Young and the Restless.
Why not?
Days of Our Lives, and I forget the other one. The one with Sally Spectre.
Bold.
And then then I used to go home, and then like my mom we used to watch Igoli. I remember that time when Nena and the other lady still ate the Taha cookies. I was lit.
And remember the name. Well, firstly, Egoli. I only watched Egoli sometimes because it was on just before The Simpsons started on open time. If you guys don't know what open time is, it's a certain time that they allowed us to watch Mnet where we didn't have to be paying subscribers.
So you-
it gave us a tasty.
Yeah, you didn't get 1 month free. You got an hour free.
Yeah. And I remember like we used to watch it, and our next door neighbors, my family, the Manas used to have so now Mnet.
Yeah.
So then we used to go across after Simpsons, and then my sister, and then we just sit on the floor and we watch the Friends.
Oh yes.
Because Friends obviously was in that time.
Yeah.
But at the time I used to check Equally was basically at the end waiting for the Simpsons. You're like, oh, what heeft Bertie nou gedoen?
Yo, they were iconic and legends in our country. Eh?
Sure. I don't even remember all of them. I know the one, a lot of them went to Seven Line. I know that.
Yeah, they started with 7 Rand. Did you watch what's his name? Loving.
And it's also one of those ones that was on an open time, right?
Yeah, it was an open time show.
I never
But-
used to watch Loving.
So Loving, I don't really remember, but I do remember how it ended though.
That's like designing women's time and stuff. You remember that? That was also a show. And like picket fences.
In Loving, so how they ended the whole show, they had a wedding. So the whole cast is in the wedding, right? Then one person walks in with a gun, shoots everybody. End of the show, done. That's how they closed the entire thing. They just made everybody freak. Instead of going by, it's the
No closure.
they just killed everybody off.
Okay.
It was just like I was like, that's such a easy way to do things.
So I need to. So my story.
Yes.
Stephanie
Yes.
Forrester
Yes.
is her name.
Yes.
Sally Spectre is going through the city, and all of a sudden she just looks around, and there's Stephanie Forrester wearing a Uchi, lambing with her babies. She had amnesia and became a baby.
Yes, I remember.
And Sally found and couldn't believe it, and she didn't recognize her. Eventually, they sorted it out. But my bro, those people love pussy lives, my bro. They're baby and they're doing this stuff, my bro. One of the major storylines for me is that, my bro, do you remember like John Blackner?
Yeah.
But Molena had a first husband as well,
Yes, I remember that, bruh.
Roman Brady.
Yes.
Now-
Poe's father.
Now, Roman, well, John was supposed to be Roman, but doesn't she know that this is not the man that she married? They don't look the same. And then he's actually John Black. He was never Roman Brady. Like, what? And like when a character, so much changes in that. This character will now be played by so and so.
Yes.
Then we get the older version of this lady that was 5 last week. Now you are 18-year-old and you can chill with Baruch whoever. It is fucking madness. But I mean, we watched it.
I remember the first time I heard that voiceover was for when they swapped the Thorn, when Thorn was
Yeah.
played by someone else. And the role of so-and-so will be played by so-and-so. And I was like, what? This doesn't sound like the show. Who is this man?
I get it. I imagine I just go to work that all of a sudden I'm going to be played by this man.
And then we had Jody.
The soapy in our household was Igoli. Probably Loving also for Bitchy, but my parents weren't like into Days and Bold and Young and the Restless and that stuff. They were just Igoli. And my favorite storyline, I don't know, anything where Steve Hofmeyer came, because then it was action, because Steve Hofmeyer was a bad guy. He was trouble and he had a gun
Used to
and there was
feature-
fights. Yeah, so any action stuff involving whatever his character's name was. But Steve Hofmeyer is a douche now anyway, so screw him. But yeah, his character on Igoli had the best storylines.
I remember that. He used to feature.
I don't remember.
That was,
Obviously didn't see that.
that was wild. Did you watch Dallas?
Yeah, obviously everyone knows JR. He's the icon.
And Bobby. Do you remember how they brought Bobby back?
That sounds like a quiet album name.
Bobby Ewing. Anyway, so they kill him, I think, at the end of season 1. Season 2 carries on, right? Season 2 ends, and at the end of it, the last thing you see is Bobby going, oh, it was all a dream. Season 3 starts and he's there, like season 2 didn't happen. It was just a whole damn dream that he was
What
dead.
a reset.
I was like, it's such a great moment just to bring the bruh back. I was like, as a character, I think, gang. I
Why
also
are you thinking about so much Men's other stuff? You know, and mad storylines, and you know what I mean?
it's so true.
He's dreaming mad, guy.
I loved also Dallas because the one family was the Bonds. And I felt represented in the show.
I need to at this point. Obviously, we're done with them now. I need to shout out some of my mommy's shows.
Go for it.
We need to talk about motherfucking Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman,
Ooh.
and Sally. Do you remember Sally, the Native American white person that was in the show, right?
Yes.
It was like he was supposed to be like a guy there, like he's like a Davy Crockett type of a guy.
Yes.
And he used to throw his axe and cut. Used to be mad. I need to shout out, and this is just for moms. Touched by an Angel.
Yo.
What she absolutely loved it. That's what is it? That Andrew was an angel inside there as well. I can't remember the other ones.
Also, Quantum Leap.
Quantum Leap was great, eh?
Yo, because also it was history.
Another one that they're redoing at the moment with
Is
someone
it?
else.
Oh shit! Because the thing with Quantum Leap, I genuinely felt like I was learning history because they would take actual moments and then he would work out the problems and stuff.
Fucking Scott Baio. Is his name Scott Baio now? No,
I don't
Scott too.
remember.
That's not Scott Baio.
There
it's
was one
something
episode
else.
he was a monkey and he went to the moon.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yo. Like, imagine like you wake up as someone else.
No, but he must look the same all the time until he looks in the mirror, and that's the moment you wait for in the whole show because you're like, okay, who's he gonna be? Who's he gonna be? He's a black man. What? It doesn't make sense.
It wasn't Scott Baio. It was Scott Bakula. Sorry, I was right
You
there.
need to go
Scott
Google
Baio
it
was
now.
an actor though. And then also murder shit out Jessica fucking Fletcher.
Was that also in Open Time?
Nah, that was SABC 3.
Nah, before that it was an Open Time mascot, and then it went to SABC 3 afterward.
Sure, I don't remember SABC 3 that time.
Oh, also, how many people must die in this lady's area before they decide that she must move?
Yeah.
Because every week she was solving a murder.
Kijk, she's supposed bus. Bus on a villa.
That's all that she is. She's just a bus auntie. Also, is she the same lady that owned Tweety Bird? Same energies.
Wait, one more. And this is also to my top in my mommy. Columbo.
Oh, yes.
Columbo was fantastic. If you guys haven't ever seen it, you can watch episodes of Columbo on YouTube. It is quite to go back in time and just watch an episode of Columbo. It
The
is-
original Oruka.
And that man actually told me, Ravi said, like, if you were there, and then what does that mean about them? Oh, I'm just asking. At the end, they got them, bro. Like a stuck Agatha, fucking Christy, Poirot, no more. Poirot was also good. He used to come on SBC 3. I used to watch so much TV. Yo.
No, do you remember the show on SBC 2 with they were a police department that used to ride bikes?
Is it like a Y50 or what is that? I'm
Nah,
not,
it's-
obviously not Baywatches.
So, something like that. So they were basically
Blue something.
I think so. Something like that. And then, yeah, so they used to do tricks on the bikes and catch men. So on the quiet red mountain bikes.
Yes.
It used to blow
I
my
do
mind.
remember this. I just can't remember the name right now.
You know, we actually started watching. I don't know if it is even an old show, but my mom used to watch it also too. Is Law and Order still mooring?
That gavel, tung tung. What a good time.
Guys, if you are listening, go listen to the intro song.
Yeah,
It's
there's so
still a
much
banger.
ideas. It's gonna take you back in time. My cousin Bradley would always say also back in the day, the man van style.
I feel like that was just before my time.
I think so too, and for me, like you would have watched that.
Yeah. Then there was. Do you remember that back to the children's stuff? Is that thing of? Do you remember there was a that used to draw on Sunday mornings, draw Bible stories in chalk?
Yes, my bro. It was like around the time, same time of Tikkies and all the stuff used to come on.
And Z also.
Yeah, like that segment. On,
Yeah. Of Sunday
That
mornings.
man just coloring in the fuck there. And they're telling the story and he's shading and hey bro, that man was I wanna know where that man is now.
That man used to go through the cartoons. Yo, like a whole story would basically depict everything for us.
Jesus.
Then there was Benny Bookworm that also fell.
Yeah.
And Manamarak.
I actually mentioned that on Twitter the other day, and someone said, because I said, I wonder when the World Penny Book Forum is, just as a tweet.
Yeah.
And as a man replied and said, that was my grandfather who did it.
Don't talk.
Yeah,
Guys, we
man.
must go find. We're gonna go do research now to find out where that actual doll is lying.
We also had Kidiana, Mr. fucking Chinwag, and Timothy Treadle.
Was the Sully Philander?
Yeah, he was in there, right? Was he?
He was Mr. Chinwag. I mean, he was the Timothy Treadle.
Yeah, was he?
Yes.
I didn't even know that. I know he was inside the suit. Like Batman.
Yeah. But Timothy Treadle.
Timothy Treadle, yeah.
And I also had a crush on that lady from Kidia.
Maybe
also.
to the turtles. He is their Batman. You don't know that. But I guess why would a human be wearing a turtle skin? It should be the other way around. You think insects wear human skin and be like, I'm human, man? It's mad, eh?
Just you, man. Then there was... No. We're getting...
Yes, you going off on tangents here.
Yes, sorry.
So what was your favorite non-cartoon TV show / sitcom?
My favorite non-cartoon. Like I said, I'm a TV cop, so there is just so many shows that I could list. But I'm gonna say this for when I was a lighty, Living Single. I'm not sure if you guys remember it. Vuzu played that like 5-6 years ago, and I actually rewatched the whole show. And it had a cool intro line, living single, Oh, the 90s on
He
the
just
world.
want to sing.
It was just a cool. It was a
he's a
cool show.
single.
Queen Latifah's in them. I absolutely loved
yes, I
that.
remember
Malcolm
now.
in the Middle was also huge for me growing up. Obsessed with that show. You could just sense it was like ahead of its time when it was back in the day.
Yeah,
and then
football and whatnot.
also back in the day, Nip Tuck. It
Oh.
was very adult viewing, but I never missed a show of Nip Tuck, and it was just so unique for that time period. Yeah, so those shows, but there's so many more, Simon and Yasin.
Yeah, I was about to say now. Say my name. Say my name. No one is around you.
But my parents didn't used to let me stay up to watch like adult things. I used to go to my room or something.
Same. Also,
There's only one TV now.
I was gonna say our TV was very like open, so I never watched those things. But also Nip Tuck was a cheap way to see boobs.
But I mean, it's also like, why couldn't a man watch Frasier? Nothing wrong with that. I know I'm young.
And Just Shoot Me also. I used to go and Just Shoot Me. And Frasier was actually a good one as well.
There's so many good ones, and I'm still stuck in obviously the nostalgia of it all. So I know we can talk about like a lot of people still say like the sitcoms like Friends or How I Met Your Mother or stuff like that. But just for this, I loved Alf.
Oh yes, Alf was so
Alf
and
was
Perfect
great.
Strangers
Yes.
with what's it, Balky?
But Alf was he was an alien, eh?
He was an alien with a croissant face. when he was a croissant, I
Yeah.
just think of Alf. We
Alf
put
is
two raisins
why.
on it. Then I've actually made a bit of a list here.
Another show that they made in Simul Cars, by the way.
Oh yes, the Jamie Foxx show. Did you watch that? Because
Yes, of course.
and then that was in the same time where they like basically they gave us I'll say African and Black American. I was African American, Black American sitcoms with Moesha.
Moesha. Oh, Brandy.
Yes, and then there was the spin-offs of Moesha that also came with the friends that had. Jamie Foxx was in that time also, in that same time slot, and
But there's so many
Girlfriends
that-
also.
There's so many comedy ones that also came, like Family Matters with Urkel that we
Oh
had.
yes, that was also in that same time
that was
period.
really top.
It was the shift just after the soapies, no?
Yeah, kind of.
No,
Yeah.
it was soapies and then the news and then that.
What is it? Sister.
Yes.
Never knew how much I missed ya.
um,
How did they think that they're gonna do that? Just have to do it. Did you watch the pilot of it? Because it was came back onto Netflix, no? And they're wearing the exact same clothes and they meet each other in the mall. It's like weird. Like,
no.
yo. And we ate that shit up.
then there's Boy Meets World. Were you into that?
Yeah. And the Wonder Years is also really good as well.
Oh yes. Was Marilyn Manson in Wonder Years?
I can't remember, bro.
Wonder Years. Also, Wonder Years had a great intro song. I must go look that one up. And then Sabrina also.
Yes.
Who-
Hixie.
Yeah. Home Improvement.
The neighbor.
I would say also Boy Meets World had Topanga. Only the police I ever heard that name. And then Married with Children.
Oh my word. Al Bundy.
Love and Marriage. Yo, it was such a dysfunctional show. No?
Yeah.
And they were like smitterig, but they were funny.
But that's a good. I don't know that stuff. I haven't rewatched it, but I don't know if they can say some of the stuff. That they
Some
said
of those things is very un-PC. And also the neighbor, that was so awkward.
Marcy.
Yeah, Step by Step.
Do you remember the New Kids on the Block or the show even on KTV?
No, a cartoon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember that cartoon? There was a Sega cartoon also where there was a car and a basketball and like an action man, and then they used to like solve crime basically.
It's Knight Rider.
No man. It was the people from a Sega game that that basically went to go like solve like fight bad guys.
Sure.
I sound crazy now. Anyway. But you know Step by Step, Day by Day. And then what's the other one? Buffy.
is that
Did you get into Buffy and Angel?
Yeah. I actually enjoyed Angel way more than Buffy.
Representation.
But yeah, there's just so many shows.
I feel like this whole episode is just us going like down a list of shows. Or so.
Yeah. Need to give more. Sorry.
And then Seventh Heaven also, which is
The Camdens.
yeah. And I was saying it's so awkward now because you know that man is a pedophile, the father.
Is it? I don't know. What
Yeah,
happened to the
like
people.
like some bad shit came out, and now it's like spoiled the whole concept of Seventh Heaven. And also, do you remember? I knew you saw that clip. It was floating around of when the mother said she smoked a weed. She was in college with her friends, and she made a bad choice, and then she smoked a weed.
Oh my word.
And then they judged her so hard for it. But anyway, then who else was it? What was the next question?
That everybody.
No, must do Hayden.
Yeah.
My favorite non-cartoon, is a lot. It's a lot that I just can't think of right now. But my favorite show, and it's a show that inspired me to travel a lot, is Carmen San Diego.
Oh yes, we
Carmen San Diego was lit. I used to love Carmen San Diego. Crazy used to come with the ill shows, bro. Back in the day,
Crazy.
we sleeping on Crazy's contribution to the culture. But yeah, also Yo TV as a whole. You know what I mean? Cypher, Mantisa, Carly and them were lit.
Yo.
Remember, like, what's up? The Dynamo Deep Kloof Dudes.
Yes, yo.
X Attitude.
Wow.
Yes.
So, Holland is back to YoTV. So, YoTV used to do movie reviews, right? Then I remember the one. They used
you
to,
on it?
No, they used to broadcast live. This is even before I used to think that I could be on TV. You know, because there was only like 10 people on TV at the time. And then, so they reviewed. So, when you see a website of a movie, it would be like fastandfuriousmovie.com. Right? So what the movie they reviewed was Into the Blue. I don't know if you remember the movie with Jessica Alba. Then he shouts loud, "What's the website for the movie?" And then someone read out, "It's intothetbluemovie.com." And I just remember one of them laughing loud, and I was like laughing with, and no one got the joke. And I was just like, "This is a great moment, and I could never speak about it again."
Sure.
And then we went past Jody.
You did.
My favorite non-cartoon TV show, again, there were so many options,
You can say
especially
Goldie.
on open time back in the day. But if I had to choose a favorite, I'd probably go Boy Meets World.
Hey.
Yeah,
With the
Boy
panga.
Meets World. Everyone wanted to get with the panga, man. All the ladies loved the panga. So I'd go for that one.
I used to going through puberty that time.
It was a tough time. We were Boy Meets World. That's how we connected with the character.
There's like so many that I loved at that time. I remember I went to Cub Scouts, and it's basically scouts, and you have to like do things like make fucking knots and make a fire and cook, and you get badges. And my one friend Barry was like a small leader. He had like a session.
Yeah, the session.
And then he get to wear long pants and cut because he's on another level. Then he got the years of fucking badges. He like man can knit and he can make like stone men and stuff. I don't know all the stuff that you have to do. You have to help old ladies across the road
Make
and
a
stuff.
fire with the two rocks.
That kind of guy. But anyways, I left Cub Scouts because it was the same time as MacGyver. And I said, nah, I'm not going to watch it. And then when MacGyver finished, a show came on that changed my life forever. And the show's name was Viper.
Yo.
And Viper was obviously the car, which was a Viper. And it used to go invisible, my bro.
It was basically like Knight Rider, but Viper, but a different version of Knight Rider also.
Sure, my bro. Do you remember a show? And obviously we've spoken about people now, but it used to be called The Pretender, and it used to have Jared in it. And he used to be able to do anything in the world. The man is go to space, or he can go and he can be an
it was also
engineer.
an Mnet move also, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was an imminent move.
Yeah. I remember that show.
This cock, man. That man was like a smart baby that they took, and then he's on the run from those people that took him as a lighting, and he can just do anything. He can become anybody.
Then there was another show that used to come on SABC2 on like weekends. Not the weekends, like Friday afternoons. Jumpers.
Oh yes, when they go back in time, it's like that big guy.
Yeah, there was and then they used to jump through basically like time portals and go into weird spaces and
That
stuff.
was crazy.
Yo.
Fucking good shows. And Stargate was another one of my favorite ones. Wow.
Stargate, which is a spin-off of the movie also.
As you can see, there's a lot of TV that was watched. Yeah.
Do you remember there was a game show like they used to review games.
Yes, Cybernet.
Cybernet, yes. They used to like show us technology of the future. Can't that's so cool now. So
That again, I was a Highlander. Airwolf was insane.
Yo.
Remember a show called Tropical Heat? Which was great. But Daddy used to love a show called Hunter. And Hunter was a policeman and he used to have a big gun, my bro. My daddy, you know, that's his thing, like, he'll watch a movie now, but then someone's in it, like, I'm busy watching a movie and he comes and like, who's that? Van Damme. Fucking me now. Oh, this is like another one is coming in and that's one day. He's like, who's that? He said, Mano. Steven Seagal. Steven Seagal in this movie. Like, yeah, my bro.
There was also, do you know LA Law?
Yeah.
LA Law was also like the early shows, because that, I feel like that was like the beginning of like law TV shows.
Yeah, The
Then you got-
Practice.
yeah.
Ellie
and-
McBeal.
Do you remember Stress Eric also?
Yeah.
Shame. I feel like we must go find that episodes because we can relate to a lot of that kak now.
What is much like English ones as well, like men behaving badly.
Yes.
There's a crazy amount of TV that we've consumed. People, if you start identifying with any of this, you are a certified TV cop as well. We're talking about so much TV.
Hayden has a part two to add.
Also, there's one thing I forgot to mention, and this relates to the non-cartoon show. So I is, and forever will be a massive, massive wrestling fan. I love wrestling. WWE was my shit. Me and my cousins, we all used to, like, that was a thing, our bonding, watch the wrestling and then do the moves on each other afterwards. Obviously, I used to win all the matches. But, yeah, they used to move me liquor. But wrestling was the GOAT. Like, that trumped everything.
Maybe just like while we're back onto wrestling, the theater, and they brought to it in the theatrics.
Yo.
Do you remember before it was Triple H? His name was Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Yes.
And he used to have this white shirt and his blonde used to be flowing like he was like a vampire royalty type of a man. And he used to just come in with that and then the smoke all around him. But you never ever forget the first time you see the Undertaker just
Yo.
get up out of a fucking coffin now.
Also, not only that, also when he used to come in, when everything used to go dark, when he was still like the undead Undertaker. Then the whole room was dark, then he somehow appears somewhere in the crowd,
Yeah.
then it goes dark, then he appear in the ring again. God, yo.
And then Paul Bearer.
There was also cards of that also. I think I had like a few packs of the wrestling cards, and I had the Undertaker shiny. It was on a prized position in my heart. Then, but yeah, we used to play wrestling at school also.
Yo.
But one of our friends jumped off the cupboard, but we were
In class.
yeah, but it was like another cupboard, like the cupboard next to the like just under the blackboard. But the problem was we were in a, we were in Standard 6. What do you know the five? It was like a thin class, man, like a class that was on stilts basically. You know those ones.
Did he go through the?
So he jumped and he landed through the floor. He made a hole right through the whole floor. He didn't hurt himself, but he fell right through and he was stuck halfway by his waist.
But didn't you get in the gills a cack for that?
He did the moves, all of us just walked out, shame.
I would have been laughing on the floor.
We were like, you don't understand, because the thing is the teacher went away for like a whole hour, left us alone. Then we were stuck there and we all made guy, because then we just like, safe, we must go to the next class by, and then they had to drag him out of there.
Did he go down out or did he come back up?
Back up out.
Because the wood was down now, so it's easy just to go down. So, okay, anyways, we're not going to talk about the physics of it all.
Then the last question.
The last question was, so just to wrap up, if you could be any character from any of the shows, who would you be from any show?
Which TV character? This is a good question. Okay, I've got two. So the one would be Ridge Forrester, and the reason why I put Ridge Forrester there is because I did a whole a history project. I was Ron Moss, who's the real name of Ridge Forrester, and I had a talk show where we were learning about Vietnam and the Vietnam War, and I got 90% for that project, acting as Ridge Forrester with a jawline and all. I smashed it. It was about the Tet Offensive in the Vietnam War. Absolutely smashed it. But another character I would be was Kid Cudi He was Domingo in How to Make It in America. Should never have been cancelled after 2 seasons. At least needed a 3rd season because there's so many stories I want answered. But he was cool on How to Make It America. How to Make It in America was Kid Cudi, whose name was Domingo on the show. He is definitely the guy I would want to be.
Yo, he acted out the thing as
someone that was
Ron
acting
Moss.
as another thing.
And you know the crazy
The
thing about
inception that is a own school project, unnecessary, but I'll give him the points.
like Rich Forrester is actually from a band called Player, and they sing the song "Baby Come Back." Any kind of fool could
Are you serious?
see. Yeah, you must just watch it now. You can just see him. Bow, bow,
Basses.
bow, 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 bow.
Ooh,
He's
what
on
a
the. I
jam.
think it's a bass guitar. He's on there. It's if you guys check it out, Player, Baby Come Back. Just go Google it or YouTube it.
Here's Hayden.
If I could be a character from every show, yo, it has to be a Dragon Ball Z character. Like, I think Vegeta was lit. Like, he's physically, he was the weakest, but he had a heart. But I think the character I identify the most with is like maybe Kid Buu or Super Buu from Dragon Ball Z.
A
Just
bad guy.
pure, ultimate, unadulterated savagery.
Yeah.
No fucks given. Whoever's in the way is getting slapped. The whole club getting shot. Demon time. And I take that philosophy through life
Sure.
now.
It's so
It's
crazy
made me
because
the man I am. Shark Boo.
it's so crazy because there was so much good bad guys. Like I remember when Broly came
Yo.
and he had massive muscles, but also the Saul Saga.
Sal was great also.
You fools! This isn't even my final form.
What is it? Yet another life you could have saved. That's when they kill Android 18. Then there was another thing I was going to say now. Yeah, now I forgot. Who would you be?
Me, yo, this is actually like such a.
You see, Goku. Sorry, I was just thinking
Yeah.
like of Goku because I'm like, Goku could instant transmission. If I could move anywhere and anytime, that would be great. But I would also like to be Bobby Ewing. He was always a hero.
You in this probably you.
Dallas guy, Dallas was fire. Anyway, who-
Definitely the one and the only. Stefano Demera. I will be able to fuck the Stefano. I'll even take it. I'll even be a Tony. I'll be Tony. It's also alright.
Stephen Ramirez, he can't die. He's basically just come back here the whole time.
Didn't Days of Lives also have a song like that? Everybody was on an island and they had amnesia, and then
Yes.
after this stuff happened, and they also reset some stuff.
It was-
They also did something
I
like
think
that.
they had a problem with the writers, and then they so much just come back as something else also.
Something like that, like that. But yes, Stefano Demera, my brother, you can't freak me. I don't freak. I freak you.
Yeah, we have Jody.
If I could be one character from any of the shows, gotta be Scrooge McDuck, dude. Scrooge McDuck was all that money. Yo, who doesn't smart to swim in a clump coins, eh? Must come out there smelling like just metal and richness. But yeah, that money would be useful. So I'd go with Scrooge McDuck.
That man used to know if one coin was missing. He'd know when he swam through it how much there is and how much there isn't. Then he'd go straight to that nephews of his.
Also used to spit out the money. Do you remember in the
Yeah.
scene also? Yeah, which is still weird. Actually, I think there's so many people that I would like to be, but Darkwing Duck is actually of my favorites because he had the confidence. Like he was actually for sin and he used to fuck up a lot, but he just had the confidence of like, I do this thing, I am this thing. And they're remaking Rescue Rangers now, so
I've actually watched the Power of the movies, and there's so many. You talk about Power Rangers, right?
no, Rescue Rangers, Chip and Dale. Chip and Dale.
I see. I was talking about the Power Rangers there. Sorry. So that was good as well.
Did you watch the Toys That Made Us?
Yeah.
Yeah, in the Power Rangers episode is really quiet in there also.
And like just like how far in depth they go into it and the impact of toys.
Yes.
And how much they leverage all of that stuff into it. It's
They-
mad. And like also we didn't have Amazon and stuff. If you don't get it in the shop, then it's sold out.
Art is also, and the thing of if they only have the red one there in the shop and you don't want the red one, art is
Yeah.
for your birthday, you're catching the red one.
You must, man.
I think I had the yellow one also. My mom bought it. I think like the second one that she bought for me was the yellow one, not knowing it was a girl. And then I was like, oh, okay, shukran.
Trini.
Yes.
Mm.
And my mom bought me the, bless her soul, she bought me the splinter.
She make you the rat.
Because they didn't have stock of the others, so she just thought it's all those cartoons, and then she bought me the splinter.
Do you think it's a bitchy of the themes of that is kak mad like me, bro? His light is just looking for ooze to turn into a Ninja Turtle, or they like going it on their brass and like, okay, me, bro, now you're gonna be Splinter.
Did you also remember the stories of when they go, oh, your child mustn't watch a Pokemon because then he's gonna jump off the roof, or
Yo.
a Pokemon is Satan.
I know that there was a thing about, well, mom or sister wanted me to stop watching Power Rangers because of the fighting at schools and stuff like that.
The lighters are doing it at home with violence. I feel like there's so much we haven't covered also.
Yeah, because I mean, people's obviously going to base us all of this, and please do give us input into like if we've missed any shows and what your favorite shows were.
Yeah.
Message us in, and we'll add it as the clip in the next beginning of the show, just about covering these questions. Just give us some of your favorite shows and maybe your favorite moment. Just one show. Don't make the fucking voice note a long thing. Yeah, so I'll give you the number again now.
Yeah, didn't we go
Just give it to someone now, then it's they have their phones out.
You can also
Send me
just
pictures of crayfish to that number.
The number is 078 630 3749. So repeat it, but you can rewind. It's 078 630 3749. That's the number that we have our hotline.
But yeah, we're going to try and get together again more regularly. We just needed a break from each other because we were sick of seeing each other. We saw each other too much over that week of preparing. We had a photo shoot, we had all this kind. And so we were just fricked of seeing mekaar
Also just busy with life, man. Life is happening, guys. We're going into Puasa also. And we'll discuss the treats again. The battles.
So let us know if you want us to upload the other episode that was live. And just thank you again for all the support. And we're actually going to be performing soon with our brat Kenny for one of the shows that we previously did, the Talkak show.
It's happening on the 2nd of April. It's now. At the backstage. Must come through. Yeah, we have something special prepared, but the show itself is also very quiet.
Yeah, there's going to be Klomp singers there, no?
Yeah. Is Jimmy Nevis on so?
Yeah.
I think he's also on that show. And then, it's also just local supporting local is always good times.
Yeah. Shout out to Ro for having us on. And let's hope we don't fuck it up. So, thank you so much for listening this evening or today, this morning, whenever you're listening. I said this evening because it's absolutely nighttime right now. And Manchester United is about to start playing. So,
shame.
Yeah, let's hope we get through to the next round and you can voice me if you're less afterwards.
Actually, I have other things to punt. But in the next episode I'll punt it as well. It's fine. It's the comedy competition that's starting, and I want people to enter. Guys, there's a comedy competition starting where anybody, if you've done comedy or not, and you just want to try it, you can come through. I'll send the link. You fill out the form. You go to auditions, and the prize is there's a computer. There is like vouchers of I think like $4,000, and there's $5,000 cash also, and then the prizes that you get to perform at the Funny Fest. That's happening in July also.
There you go.
So,
see there.
But if you're interested in comedy, let me know and I'll send you the stuff so we can get that there.
I said no. That's my chance.
The Jai Funny Championship.
So, everybody keep well, and we'll be back again soon. If you want us to talk about anything specifically, a new theme, a new topic, also let us know, man. But we are the
Reg Boys Podcast.
Safety, keep well.
Safe.